Hi dear students, welcome to Study of Science, myself Ramya. So in this session, now let us understand the first functional group, that is alcohol. So the first functional group is alcohol. Now the alcohol is having the suffix OH. That means whenever we write the molecular formula for any kind of organic compounds that contain the alcohol, then that molecular formula will be end with OH. It will end with OH. Now let us understand some of the properties of this alcohol functional group. See, it always occurs at the end. That means whenever we write the structural formula or the molecular formula for the alcohol, it always occurs end. What always occurs at end? The OH group always occurs at the end. And there is also a general formula for the alcohol. The general formula for the alcohol is ROH. The general formula is ROH, where R is the alkyl. Hope you all have remember what is alkyl. What is alkyl? Suppose if we remove one hydrogen from alkane, then it become alkyl, right? For example, let us take an example of methane. So if I take the example of methane, that is CH4. Methane is CH4. And if we remove one hydrogen from methane, it becomes CH3. It becomes CH3. Okay, now this CH3 is the alkyl group. Okay, so when we remove one hydrogen from the alkane, that is methane. Alkane is, it may be anything, right? Ethane, methane, propane, anything. If we remove one hydrogen from the alkane, it becomes the alkyl group. So the general formula is ROH. R means any alkyl group and OH is the functional group. Clear? So now here are some of the examples for these functional groups. So some of the examples are CH3OH, C2H5OH, C3H7OH. How did we get this? So let me teach you how did we get these formulas. Okay, see, this CH3 is, it is being derived from CH4, that means methane. Methane is CH4, right? So if we remove one hydrogen from methane, it becomes methyl, that is CH3, and for this methyl we have added OH. I already told you the functional group always occurs at the end. Okay, so it is CH3OH. CH3 is now R. R is the alkyl group, right? CH3 is alkyl, that is methyl. And for this methyl, now I have added the OH, that is the alcohol group. Clear? So now how did we get C2H5 then? C2H5 was C2H6, that is the ethane. And from this ethane, if we remove one hydrogen, what happened? It becomes C2H5. Now this is the ethyl. Ethyl is also called as alkyl. And for this ethyl, if we introduce or add OH group, that is the alcohol group, it becomes C2H5OH. And another example is C3H7. C3H7 is actually C3H8, that is the propane. From propane, that is alkane, if we remove one hydrogen, it becomes C3H7, that is C3H7OH. Clear? So this is how we write the examples for the functional group, that is the functional group alcohol. The first member is CH3OH and then C2H5OH, and then successive member is C3H7OH. See, I have already taught you what are homologous series. In this functional group we can also identify the homologous series. See, if we observe the examples, that is CH3OH, C2H5OH, C3H7OH, C4H9OH, in between each successive member, there is difference of CH2 group. So you can observe, that is CH3OH is having only one carbon atom. Okay, and C2H5OH is having two carbon atoms. From here to here there is one carbon difference, and here H3 and here H5, there are totally two carbon difference. And similarly C2H5, C3H7, here also CH2 difference, and C3H7, C4H9, here also CH2 difference. Okay, so this alcohol group, these functional groups which we are talking about alcohol, they also form the homologous series. Only when we write in order, we can identify that there will be difference of CH2 group between one successive member to another. Okay, so now let us understand How to write the IUPAC name for this alcohol group? You already know what is IUPAC name, right? See, alcohols are named after the parent alkanes. Just now we have seen, see, if this is an alkane, this was an alkane, and as we remove one hydrogen it become alkyne, right? So these alcohols are named after the parent alkane. Okay, so that is by using the suffix. This is very important. Suffix means this is coming at the end. Okay, alcohols are appearing at the end, so hence we call it as suffix. And this shows the presence of hydroxyl group. Actually the hydroxyl means OH. Okay, hydroxyl means OH group. OH group is also called as hydroxyl group. Okay, and at the last two letter word, so now we are talking about the names, right? So the last two letters of the word alcohol ends with OL. It ends with OL. I will teach you now how to write the name and what are the names for these molecular formulas. Okay. So the last two letters of the word alcohol ends with OL. Whenever we write the name of the alcohol group, the name ends with OL. But when we write the molecular formula ends with OH. Clear? So here we are going to learn two things. One thing I will be teaching you the IUPAC naming, and second thing I will be also teaching you the common names for the same molecular formula. Okay. So if I start with the IUPAC naming, okay, as we have CH3. CH3 was actually CH4. As we have removed one hydrogen, it becomes CH3, right? So it is meth. CH3 is the first member. It is meth. And as we have the functional group OH, OH is always end by OL. So it meth plus all. Meth plus all is methanol. Meth plus all is methanol. Okay, and this is, as it is having two carbon atoms, it is eth. As it is having two carbon atoms, it is eth. And then OH is represented by again OL. Eth plus all, ethanol. Eth plus all, ethanol. Then third member C3. Third is prop, right? Third is prop. Prop plus again OH is OL. Prop plus all, it is propanol. Prop plus all is propanol. Then fourth member, what do we call it as? The fourth member we call it as bute, right? Bute plus then again OH is again OL. Bute plus all is butanol. Bute plus all is butanol. So this is how we write the IUPAC naming for the given molecular formulas under alcohol group. Clear? So this successive members again continue. It will be again pentanol, hexanol, okay, and then heptanol, octanol. It keep on continuing. Okay, now let us understand. I will teach you how to write the common name. See, before IUPAC name, there was common name for the same organic compounds. So let us understand now what are those common names, okay, for the same molecular formula. Here I have the same molecular formula, that is CH3OH. Okay, CH3OH, I have the same molecular formula. Again, as I told you earlier, CH3 was CH4, right? CH3 was CH4. As we have removed one hydrogen, it became CH3. What do we call it as? We call this as methyl, right? We call this as methyl. So it is methyl. What is OH actually? OH is the alcohol group. So it is now alcohol. Methyl alcohol. It is methyl alcohol. Clear? And then C2H5 was ethane. As we removed one hydrogen, it become ethyl. It become ethyl. And OH is alcohol. Ethyl alcohol. Okay. Then C3H7 is C3H8 was propane. C3H7 is propyl. It is propyl. As we have removed one hydrogen, it is propyl. Propyl again OH is alcohol. It is propyl alcohol. Okay. Then this is butane. It was butane. As we have removed one hydrogen, it became now butyl. Okay, it became butyl. Butane became butyl, and this is alcohol. It is butyl alcohol. Clear? So these were the common names which was given before the IUPAC names got introduced for these organic compounds. Clear? So IUPAC names are very important. It will be asked very often in your examination. But it is very important to know both the names. If you can write both the names, it is correct. Okay, so I hope this video is very useful for you. I hope this concept was well clear to you also. If you like this video, please share with your friends, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and click the bell notification so that all the notifications will reach you very soon. Okay, that's all for this session. Signing off. Thank you.